Welcome. Thank you all for joining. There's a few people that are slowly arriving, so I'm just going to start with some opening prayers and bells and just honor the evening as people slowly come into the meeting room. And so we'll start around 6:33, 34, something like that. So in the meantime, enjoy the bells, close your eyes, and sort of go into a deep space to receive some really lovely self-care rituals that we will be sharing today in this Ayurveda Beauty Rituals class for you. So I invite you to close your eyes and just allow the energy. I'm going to start by cleansing the aura of the space, and you can feel long distance of virtual aura cleanse smudge with the Kashmiri rose juice sticks. So just allow the sound vibration and the beautiful energy of the fire and the smoke that's a virtual smoke today coming to your space. Okay, so just intention, think about something that you want to release and something that you want to sort of enter into a journey of today. Today is a day for you, an evening for you, for your own self-care. And so just take this moment, just go in and visualize your own healing space, visualize something that you may need for your healing today and your healing journey. I invite you to grab a pen and paper for your class today. I think that there's going to be so much information given that you may want to jot some things down for you, for yourself, and for to retain some of these self-care rituals that we're going to be sharing today, as well as perhaps if you can write down your questions and then email them to me later. There's a few other people that are joining our class today, so I'm sure that the gallery is going to start expanding. I'm going to just give it a couple more minutes, but sort of go through some housekeeping rules with you. Because of the amount of people that have joined the class today, I won't have time to answer individual questions, but what I do invite you to do is send those questions to me personally to my email, which is info@ayurvedictouch.com, info@ayurvedictouch.com. And feel free to ask them, but I had sent a link for you to take the dosha quiz so that you know your Ayurvedic body mind type for this class this evening, as well as I sent an invitation link for you to take a chakra assessment for your awareness of what is the predominant chakra energy center that we'll be working with for you. So when I specify a chakra or a dosha, you know how it pertains to you. This is a class for your healing journey, for your personal care. And some of the students that I have trained in the Ayurveda Spa Specialist Program will be joining our class. And so there will be some product knowledge. I will be introducing my full Ayurveda Rituals Botanical Skincare line and Rituals of Scent, which are the botanical perfume lines that I have designed for the last 25 years. So we'll be sharing a lot about product customization. This is a product knowledge class, so there's going to be self-care rituals infused with the support of a product line, which is the one that I have formulated. the one that most of my graduate students from my Ayurveda Spa Specialist program are using. And a lot of you, my beautiful loyal guests that come to have Ayurveda facials with me are also using in your own personal self-care daily rituals that you are applying for yourself. And so this sankalpa means a vow or something that you set, like a commitment to yourself. I always find it's very important for us to take a small, sort of a sankalpa, a small vow, something that you want to invite into your daily self-care practice, something that's maybe missing, something that you may need in order for you to feel balanced. So the first question I'd love to sort of open up with, just as people start coming in to the meeting room, is just to write down, what is your goal today? What is it that you want to attain for yourself? What's the focus? What would you love to leave with in terms of something that would be healing and something that would be inviting for you? So it will be very important for you to also, for the students here, whether you are enrolled in my Ayurveda Spa Specialist program or just taking the Shiro Abhyanga course or one of the other modules, the first part of the training we always say is take in the observation process. So making sure that you are in observation of yourself. That's a step one. And as you're in observation of yourself, the key questions to ask is, what are your needs? What is it that you would love to experience in your healing journey? What's missing in your self-care routine? Something that may be valuable for you. Perhaps you may need to set a goal, or like we say, a sankalpa, meaning to focus on a specific area in your life, whether it's your emotional well-being or it's the heart center, a physical importance for your daily practice, all of the above, an awareness of your energetic field, your energetic body, which we call chakra. So again, for those that are slowly joining, we are here today to really share the wisdom of Ayurveda and how to apply it into our own daily habits, our daily self-care rituals, and our learning how to customize for our own individual, unique body-mind constitution. And for the students that are joining, this is also a product review, and it will give more depth to your consultation and your needs analysis within the consultation format that you do. I always say, treat yourself like that guest or that client. So if you're going to do your skincare routine at home, or even just simple preparing a bath, imagine you're doing that for a guest or for someone that is coming. That's very important. So if you can treat yourself like that, that's important. I sometimes invite the caregivers that are joining us today. Some of us practitioners always need to be reminded that we need to schedule our self-care, our massages, our facials. We need to book ourselves in to our own schedule like a client, so that we don't cancel our clients, and we don't cancel ourselves. So it's important to schedule in your calendar that ritual of self-care, that time that you're going to allot for your concentration and focus into your needs. And that's a very important part of this. So namaste, welcome all. My name is Andrea Olivera, for those of you that don't know me. I'm here to share with you today in this Ayurveda Beauty Self-Care class a lot about the Andrea Olivera botanical sort of skincare line and rituals of scent, the botanical perfumes that I've created, the chakra balancing, dosha balancing rituals that we will be journeying into. And a little bit about myself. I've been in the spa industry for about 35 years now, teaching spas across Canada how to integrate the wisdom of Ayurveda into their treatment rooms. So I've trained as a spa consultant, several spas. My journey always began, I was raised by 5 women who were always teaching me about herbs and making my own medicines through my own perfumes and understanding the stars and the astrology, and which we'll share a little bit tonight as we open. So I've integrated earth wisdom since I was very young, and really began to integrate the Vedic sort of psycho-spiritual practices into the treatment rooms. So I've trained several estheticians, registered massage therapists, other holistic practitioners, as well as many yoga teachers. And as you know, Ayurveda is the sister science of yoga. So welcome some of the yoga colleagues of mine that are joining our ceremony today. This is a beautiful bridge. It's a class that bridges those three sister sciences together. So I am honored to be sharing these rituals with you. It's important to always start what I call, taking a look at the chart of the day, because what happens here, we always need to see what the sky looks like right above us before we start anything. So here we've got a snapshot of the sky. As we started the class, we always take a good importance of the moon and the position of the moon. And so today the moon is in Aquarius, and we know that we're slowly headed into a full lunar eclipse on November 29th and 30th. So in the sky right now, there's a bit of turbulence, there's a lot of, energies. And so this is a really good month to really start incorporating your self-care and really understanding what is important for you. To integrate into your daily rituals for self-care. One of the things about Ayurveda, Ayur means, the knowledge of your life. So Veda is knowledge and Ayur is life. And what is Ayurveda? It's really an understanding of your cosmic anatomy, your electromagnetic energy field, which we know as the aura, or the 7 wheels or gateways of your consciousness, which we call chakra, a spinning wheel of that consciousness, and your body mind type, and how all of that, your thoughts, your emotions, and your physical conditions, the status and the health of each of your organs manifests into your hair, into your skin, into your gati, your nature, your walk, your talk, and how are you living in accordance to your own unique cosmology. So the elemental arrangement, the elemental wisdom that is around you. So today we're going to talk a little bit about what is Ayurveda for you and how to incorporate this ancient knowledge that the ancient rishis gave us as a map to understanding ourselves. Know thyself, heal thyself, understanding our body, our mind, and our spirit. So yoga is really to help us understand what kind of mind we have. Ayurveda teaches us how to build relationship with everything around us, building a relationship with our food, with scent, with touch, with all these senses, relationship to every part of the environment. How are you relating to your environment? How are you relating to your relationships, but also to the things around you that your senses would be indulging in as the perceptions. How do you perceive? How are you digesting your thoughts, your emotions? Ayurveda is all about metabolism. How are you digesting your life experiences? So we're going to take a look at a few of these key theories and foundational sort of concepts that help to really bring this wisdom to you. And one of the first places to start is always understanding your own unique constitution and understanding how the great elements work and how to keep those elements in balance. So the first element is always ether, and ether is known as space, and also in Sanskrit the word ether means akasha. So when someone says, let me read your Akashic records, what they're really saying is that they can read the stored cellular memory, the stored cellular imprints around your cosmic anatomy, around your aura, your electromagnetic energy field, the light spectrum of your constitution, what you're radiating in terms of your body, your mind, your senses. And when you have a lot of stored memories and impressions, such as trauma, past experiences that you may be carrying, thoughts that are repetitive, that keep you repeating the same type of emotional reactions, conditions. Your internal saboteur, the sort of the sabotaging thoughts that we carry, old beliefs, and I guess paradigm shifts in ourselves that need to be shifted. You'll see them like bulletin boards emanating out of this electromagnetic field. And so people that are sensitive and that can read the electromagnetic energy around your body, the gateways of your chakras, the consciousness, the doorways of those impressions, they're able to really see the different layers of your consciousness. We are made in the elemental wisdom of this great divine galactic planet, the earth, the stars, the sky, and each of the 9 planets that are in the sky radiate a light that affects a certain part of our consciousness, our body, and formulates a personality. So each of these elements are very important as a makeup of our cosmic anatomy. So the first element is ether. If you have a pen and paper, you may want to outline the shape of your hand because, you know, nature likes the number 5. So if you look at your hands, you know, 5 fingers, 5 toes, 2 legs, 2 arms, a head, we're sort of like a wiring diagram, a pentagram, a wiring device that spins energy and manifests energy into sort of a condensed experience of energy, which we call the unique individual self. And so the first element is in the thumb. So if you want to write right above the thumb the word Akash or ether or space, whatever word resonates with you. And in the thumb, write the word brain. So you notice that when you are in the space element, the Akash or the ether element, you're spaced out. Your brain is not really connecting to your body. You're not in the present moment. So you'll notice that a lot of times people cut their fingers or chip their nails, or they're biting their nails when they are overwhelmed or feeling this spacey energy. So we all have these 5 great elements. And so today I want to introduce you not to our Vata, Pitta, Kapha, but more to give you a view of yourself that you are this beautiful elemental being, and that this elemental being that is you needs to learn to live uniquely in its body, mind type. And so that's what we're going to be working with today. The second finger is air, and that's connected to your lungs. So when you breathe, like, you know, a little bit too much air into your lungs and you're gasping for air, you're anxious or you're panicked in some way, that affects your whole life force energy, your prana. And you start to really not be able to digest properly because you've got too much air, too much space, too much floating around, it's disconnecting you from that digestive fire. So when you see the pointer finger, think of air and think of the area of the body, the lungs. So this is where you're breathing in life. This is where you're taking in that prana. And sometimes when you are predominantly made up of those 2 elements, which is ether and air, we call you a windy person, vata, windy person, right? So that means that you are very much easily provoked in terms of too much space, too much overwhelm, too much information, and too much breathing in that life force energy. So we are all, again, we all have these 5 elements, and the idea is to keep those elements in balance by food, breath, sound, treatment, pressure points, all different ways to sort of keep ourselves in that balanced elemental awareness. Is the first step of that elemental wisdom. So the awareness that we are that 5 great elements is very important. So this finger, you don't get angry with someone and give them this finger, you give them the middle finger. It's a very powerful finger, and this is your fire finger. And fire finger, it's connected to the intestines, and it's the intestines that help metabolism, to help to break down the foods, assimilate, and sort of sort out and take the nutrients from the foods and distribute evenly. So this operational sort of energy of fire has a very unique and organized way of metabolizing many areas of our consciousness. So Ayurveda understands that there's 13 digestive fires. So the 7 chakras, the 7 tissues, they each have a digestive fire. The 5 elements have their own digestive fires. And so the mind also has its own digestive fire. So when you start to study Ayurveda in depth, you will start to see the importance of understanding that way, or that formation of the element of fire and the importance of that. And so we call fire Agni. Agni is a god, right? So there's the Vayu, is the air god, and then we have Agni, which is the fire god. But think of fire as this incredible element that helps transformation. And it also is destructive. Just as much as it is transformative, it can be destructive. So this element is connected, fire is connected to the large intestine, so that area of the body. And usually it's centered at the Manipura chakra, which is the solar plexus. And that helps the Chatar Agni, which helps us to metabolize our food. But in the mind, it's known as Buddhi Agni, which helps the intellect digest your thoughts. So we always need to have good mental digestive enzymes in our thoughts, and digestive enzymes to help our emotional digestion and also our physical food digestion. So these are important factors to know what type of herbs, touch, ceremonies, rituals, sound, scent is good to help that whole process for you to be able to discern, have good viveka to see what is good for you and what is not good for you. So that awareness of who you are, that awareness of what's important for your individual and unique healing needs is very important. And so again, awareness is the first step. If you are looking for healing today, knowing thyself is the platform that we operate out of through this window or this ceremony. Know thyself, heal thyself. Water, isn't it true that when you get engaged, you get a silver ring, right? So they say it's a temporary engagement. They're checking you out. They're seeing, do they want you or not? But once they're confirmed and they really like you, they give you gold, they say. These are the ancient ways. So this is the water finger, and this is very much connected to our emotionality, sexuality, and creativity. It is the water finger is connected to the kidneys, which has a lot to do with the balance of the masculine and the feminine in the body, our sexual energy, our sexual needs. And so the water element is affected through this nadi or energy field in the hand. So this is a good way of remembering the elements. So far we've done ether, which is the thumb, air, the fire, the pointer finger, fire, the middle finger, water, our ring finger, and now we're going to do earth. And if you think of earth, if you spell out earth, E-A-R-T-H, you'll see it spells heart. And I love this evidence of science, how they say that astronauts, when they leave the aura or the orbit of the earth, which is, there is a special sort of aura, a sheath of electromagnetic energy around Mother Earth. When we fly away in space, the heart stops ticking. So they need a heart pacer. So there's a connection there that the heartbeat of Mother Divine, Mother Earth, is very important for human, her creation, to be close to her heartbeat. And for those mothers in the house, I'm sure when you had your baby and they brought the baby close to your heart, there was a rehoming, returning to the mother, returning home for that child and the mother. So that is a very important connection to have that heartbeat. So we are this elemental being, and welcome the idea of royalty of the elements, the five highness, as they say. So we are looking into this elemental wisdom as understanding different foods and different environments and different people, and how can we digest those people, those environments, those spices, those herbs, those scents. Today in our class, we're going to really focus on aromatherapy, flowers, leaves, twigs, seeds in terms of for scent and helping shift consciousness and helping us to be able to process and metabolize some of the energies through the power of scent. So we've described these elements, and for those of you that have visited my website and completed the dosha test, and you found that your element of air and ether were high, we consider you a vata dosha. And this is the air. So the qualities of the air are dryness. So your hair will be dry, your skin will be dry, your internal organs will be dry, and you'll need a lot of moisture and rich fats in your diet, as well as your self-care. So one of the things that we find is that when the air element increases in the body, we tend to get restless. The dosha means the flaw, the mistake that your body starts to produce because you've got too much of an element. So vatas tend to produce too much gas. So there's bloatedness, constipation, and pain, because that vata, wind, is responsible to move energy, move prana. So when it gets blocked, we get pain and we get tightness and constriction in our muscles. So for the vata body type, you must oil yourself with the fattiest oil. This coconut oil is too cold. Okay, so a lot of people, I put it there because everyone loves coconut oil and I love it too. But for the vata constitution, in the winter and fall, this coconut oil is going to be way too cold for you. It's better for you to pick a sesame oil or a very fat oil, or even some pure good ghee, which I have somewhere around here. So some nice clarified butter that you make with some herbs. You can also do that for yourself. So oiling your hair, oiling your body on a daily basis is important. And so a lot of times people ask, well, where, when do we do this? I always advise that you oil your body right after you do your meditation, your prayers, your asana, your yoga postures, and maybe even your pranayama. Oil your body, then take your shower, then have your breakfast or things like that. I find it's nice to do as part of your sort of morning ritual. At night, if you're feeling restless and you can't sleep, you have a lot of thoughts racing in your mind and you can't shut down, then oiling your body before you go to bed and taking a nice warm bath is always very important. So the predominant energy or herbs and flowers and plants that help vata people are carminatives. Carminative herbs, things that help expel gas and bloatedness from the body. Okay, so some of you are using my vata oil, which has the sesame base. It also has the sesame with eucalyptus. Now, remember we talked that this air element is connected to the lungs, and when vatas are stressed or anxious, they tend to constrict their breathing. So eucalyptus is a wonderful way to create expansion in the chest and open up the chest and open up that ability to breathe better and flow and stop the constriction of these upper traps, and also the pectoris muscles, as well as the sternum, the chest, because when you get stressed, that tightens up. So I tend to formulate my vata body oil and scalp oil with a lot of sesame, organic raw sesame oil, not the cooking kind that the Chinese make with your stir fries. A lot of people go to the health food store and then they go and buy the raw. They don't buy the raw, they buy the roasted. So be careful not to buy the roasted. The roasted will be dark, very almost black, and it will also smell like roasted or rancid. So you want a pure, clear yellow color in your sesame oil, okay? Now, Westerners find themselves, because we don't eat a lot of sesame seeds in our diet, a lot of Westerners tend to have allergies to sesame seeds. So do test that, make sure that you're not allergic to sesame seeds before you use it. So eucalyptus is a very beautiful one, but lavender flowers calm the central nervous system. They take away pain and stress. So lavender is definitely tridoshic, and you'll notice that the scent of my Vata scalp and body formula has that combination of that eucalyptus lavender. But a key ingredient, and this is something that you can add to your diet, to your food, to your bath water even, is sweet fennel. Sweet fennel is a natural carminative. You go to any beautiful Indian food restaurant, that's what you eat. At the end, you know, they coat them in sugar. And that sweet taste and that sweetness and that fennel allows for a lot of the wind and the gas to move out of your body. So that's also very good when you're feeling very tight, and roast some sesame oils yourself and put that into your raw roast sweet fennel seeds, and add that to your lovely raw 100% pure organic sesame seed oil. And that's just lovely. It's simple and it's beautiful. You can also add your own lavender essential oil and eucalyptus. I find that I like to make my oils with Ayurvedic herbs. So brahmi, which is a form of centella or gotukola, helps to calm the mind. And so Vata people tend to have the predominant emotion is anxiety, worries, restlessness. So I always like that gotukola, massaging that into the scalp. I find it calms the mind, and it also helps sleep and starts to get the mind into that space or that tranquility. So when you have a lot of air in your body, you will have gas, bloatedness, dryness, constipation. You'll have a restlessness to you, and you will sometimes feel very tight and constricted and definitely cold. Unfortunately, our face ages very quickly when you are Vata predominant. And so that's why I've created the anti-aging rejuvenation serum. That also has brahmi, but in a different form. It has centella. So it is infused in pomegranate oil. So pomegranate gives oxygen to the skin tissue, but it also helps very much with the brahmi to calm the mind. It also has lotus, and lotus is, in Chinese medicine, they use that as a brain tonic to calm the mind and to strengthen the mind. So you'll notice that there's a lot of lotus-based infusions with pomegranate, as well as the roses, and which roses calm anxieties, and they really ground the central nervous system. So you'll see every ingredient is made to bring down or increase a specific element. So for anti-aging and rejuvenation, we need things that give oxygen to the skin, preserve the skin so that the elasticity and the collagen of the skin doesn't get loose and saggy. Unfortunately, this is what happens with Vata skin due to stress. So that's why we always believe that the face is the mirror of everything that's happening in your body. So when you calm your mind, you'll notice that your face changes. Your face doesn't show that predominant emotion. And one way to preserve the skin is oiling the skin, massaging the face, massaging your whole body, and massaging oils into your scalp and all the way into the ends of your hair. That will help preserve the hair color, as well as it prevents hair loss. So the idea in caring for the body is creating oleation therapy or anointment rituals, which means oiling of your body, anointing your body, bathing your body. Because infusions of oils that are plants and leaves and twigs and stems and petals and trees of Mother Earth's body is Mother Earth herself liquefied, pouring onto you her energy, her healing, her food, her grace. And the water, which is the shower or the bath, is an emergence of that water element that also is a feeding process for your skin and hair. And it's a refreshing energy for your electromagnetic energy field, your aura. So refreshing your aura every day with water. That's why in Vedic culture and in Ayurveda healing, it's recommended for people to take 2 to 3 showers a day. Particularly in the summer, taking 3 showers a day is ideal. One in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening. But 2 showers, open your day and close your day, is so important. The morning can be a shower and your evening can be a bath ritual, particularly if you're a Vata predominant person that needs a lot of grounding and settling down before you go to bed. So key things to remember for Vata is that you need gentle, long strokes when you do your self-care. You need a lot of oil and a lot of warm oil and a tremendous amount of fatty oils, because you need the heaviness of the oil to sedate the central nervous system, to calm you down and to make you sleepy. Just like when you have a baby that's restless and crying, you need to warm up that milk a little extra warm and make it the richer fatty one, and then feeding the child, the baby starts to go into a deep sedation. That sedation is medicine for Vata body type. And it's what we you can't buy that sedation in a bottle. You have to create that sedation for yourself. So you can spend thousands of dollars on products, but if you don't calm your mind and really help your mind and your emotions to process your day and digest your energies, the thoughts, and that were coming at you, bombarding you, you'll feel it in your skin, the constriction, the tightness, the dehydration. So Vata is always the culprit. There's always something going on when Vata season is the year of the fall and winter. And that's when we should increase our massages, increase our self-care rituals, and definitely allow your Ayurveda spa specialists to treat you. The word Pitta means bile. So your Pitta dosha, the flaw of the Pitta personality that is composed of water and fire, means that a Pitta person will produce too much acid and too much bile in their body, too much heat. And so they are the ones that have the redness in the skin, the acne, the psoriasis, the eczema. So I believe when you're dealing with the Pitta body mind type, less is more on the skin. Too much invigoration, too much friction is not good. See, with Vata, the key, and this is something that I want to emphasize, the key for Vata is your updans, your Ayurvedic powdered exfoliants. An updan is crushed Ayurvedic herbs and powders that help to exfoliate the dead skin cells. So no matter how much layers and layers and layers you'll put on of the rejuvenation serum or on your body, the Vata balancing oil, if you're not exfoliating your skin on your face and your body, nothing's going to penetrate the dead. We don't say dead in the spa industry. We say spent up skin cells, your skin cells that are already spent. So you got to remove those in order for new, amazing healing nutrients to go into your skin. So the key to the healing for Vata's rejuvenation is to exfoliate, but the key to the Pitta person is to do less. So a Pitta person cannot have a lot of exfoliating herbs on their face. In fact, cooling yogurt, so something that's more cooling and soothing, coconut, taking a coconut and breaking it in half and taking the thick meat of the coconut, put it in a blender and create a foamy, beautiful cream, and put that all over your face with perhaps the coconut water. It's very cooling, it's very soothing. It'll bring down the redness in your skin, but it will also balance the pH in your skin. A very important thing for Pitta skin is to keep cool. Okay, so that's where the coconut oil comes in. That's your staple at home. It's beautiful oil. It's cooling. It's beautiful. The predominant sort of essential oil that I find is very helpful to keep the Pitta dosha down. The emotions there are sometimes can be frustration, agitation, anger even, because Pitta people are doing so much. They're organized. They're so meticulous, and they're strategizing and formulating and problem solving that their body gets hot. It gets heated because they're athletic. They're doing things. They're active. So keeping the body cool is good, and that's why in hot countries they usually use sandalwood talc to keep the body cool. So I find that sandalwood essential oil is beautiful in a cool bath. And I'd love to give you a little, I call it pitta soothing, pitta cooling bath ritual that is very, very lovely. Take some white flowers. Pitta people are sensitive. You see, I find that they're so sensitive. Pitta is made up of water and fire. The fire element rules sight. So Pitta has the ability to see things, see the truth. They love to understand things. They love to be understood. They want to see and have insight. And revelations, insight, and aha moments are a wonderful way as medicine for self-realization and self-care for Pitta. So a Pitta person is very much searching and researching and looking under every rock for the right medicine, the right teacher, the right book, the right remedy to solve a problem, because they want to solve their own problems, but they are usually so compassionate due to this water element that they want to help others. So they're the ones that do that sacrifice, that selfless service. They stretch themselves out. So they're the protectors and organizers and administrators of our environment and our society. And Pitta people overdo things. So they are so powerful that their focus is like a tiger. And so they get a lot of muscular tension, especially in the upper neck and shoulders, the head. They suffer from headaches because of that heat. And with men, there's early balding and also early gray in the hair. So you want to keep that head cool and make sure that you're using things that are cooling. Sandalwood, I find putting a drop of sandalwood essential oil at the back of your, the base of your neck, which is C7, helps to cool everything down. You'll notice in India and Vedic culture, they use a lot of clay and they use sandalwood paste. And you'll see temple priests with sandalwood paste on their forehead. You'll see it in different parts of their body, which are sort of energy points. That energy comes out of the body and goes into the body. So they seal those points with sandalwood to keep the energies of others from coming in, but also to release the heated energy from their body, the things that come out of their body. So there's mantras and prayers. Some of the yogi practitioners and some of our Hindu friends, I'm sure, know some of the mantras that are done on different parts of the body. So that those portals of energies are cleansed, and also that there is a way to seal that not a lot of other people's energies come into your body. And so Pitta people, keeping your body cool, keeping your skin, sort of from redness, I always recommend sandalwood. My renewal cream is a triple performance cream. So Pitta people find it very cooling because of the lotus and the pomegranate. So, and it doesn't have that strong oil base. So sometimes people that are Pitta, they will spray their face with a liquid nectar spray, which is a floral bouquet of waters to hydrate and cool the skin. And then they'll use one tiny drop of the renewal cream. Now I'd like to, if everyone has their renewal cream or any cream, take a tiny drop, and I want you to pat, using your fire finger, pat gently around the eyes and above the eyebrow. Let's just do a Pitta reducing self-care massage for your eyes, because that's where Pittas focus a lot of energy in the eyes. So we always want to really relax around the eyes. So taking the fire finger, I want you to start right at the corner. Right there is a very gentle, and be very gentle, very light, and just start tapping gently. You can close your eyes if that feels better, and just allow the feeling, concentrate all your mind and your body, your whole consciousness on the feeling of just tapping that. Now bring that tapping all the way under your eyes. Now some people like to look up and do their eye exercises while they do this, but sometimes people just like to close their eyes and just take a moment to blank out. So all you're doing is closing your eyes and tapping gently all underneath, all the way until you get into this corner. When you get into here, you just keep tapping, and then you're tapping right on the brow bone. And just start to slow down the tap into a little bit of a deeper pressure. Okay, and just gently go all the way around. Take deep breaths in and just concentrate. Now let's pause right here. Press in, hold, pause. Rotate as if you have two little clocks. Rotate clockwise. Round clockwise circles brings energy inward. So this is a grounding in. And now go the opposite way, counterclockwise rotations, and that draws energy out, it detoxifies. So let's do that together. Press and hold. Rotate 3 times clockwise to ground. As you're rotating clockwise, take 3 deep breaths. Press and hold. And now rotate the opposite way, 3 counterclockwise circles. Again, focus your breath. Focus on the feeling. Now stretch the brow to the arch of the brow and press. Hold. Again, rotate 3 times clockwise to you. Okay, so as if you're looking at a clock in your mind and you're going clockwise. And now press and hold and do 3 round counterclockwise circles. Focus on your breath, relax your arms, relax your shoulders. Release and slide to the end of the brow. And again, press and hold. Rotate 3 times clockwise. Press and hold. Rotate 3 times counterclockwise. Press and hold and gently lift off. Open your eyes and again, start your patting. Pat, 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 all the way around. You'll feel a bit of a release. Your eyes will stop being so drained, okay? And that is a very important, you could do that at your desk, in your office, 2 or 3 times a day, just to give you a little bit of a release. The other place is if you would like to massage your feet. I make a beautiful pitta cooling oil. This one has the coconut, the sandalwood, and it also has pomegranate. Pomegranate is known as the fruit of immortality by the ancient Egyptians. So it gives oxygen and it hydrates, not necessarily with oil and fat, but it gives oxygen, which is very important for cell growth. So pittas need that cooling, and drinking pomegranate juice, like on my website, please go into my blogs. There's a whole article on all these self-care rituals, and there's also a lot of details about some of the ingredients so that you can take time and learn. But the key things, if you're a pitta constitution, to always look for in your products is sandalwood, coconut. Lavender is, again, tridoshic, so it's a win for everybody because lavender helps pain, emotional, physical, and mental pain and stress. So lavender is something that you can add to any blend, and that will enhance the experience. So the ritual to do for your body is scalp massage, because pittas get a lot of headache, and this has peppermint, lemon, sandalwood, and lavender, so that it reduces a lot of that headache, neck, and shoulder tension. This combination is also very good for inflammation. I cook wild asparagus root, which is shatavari powder, and that is a very cooling and hormonal balancing Ayurvedic herb that I find very nice for the pitta constitution. So that's a nice self-care ritual for you to do. So pitta people, your key word is don't look for perfection. You are looking for love through respect, understanding, and vision, a real understanding of the vision for yourself, and letting others be able to respect that vision of you. So making sure that that is there. The predominant emotion, we know it can be stress, frustration, but deep compassion as well. And that need to make sure everyone's safe and protected. So make sure that you take some time in your busy schedule to relieve some of your tension and some of the worries you carry in your body and in your head for other people around you. Kapha. The word kapha means, mucus. It also has a lot to do with phlegm, and it's the element water and earth. So the kapha person is very sensual and luscious, but can also be heavier in their set. So the idea for the kapha body self-care is dry brushing, friction, jumping, light, lymphatic drainage. Your movements should be quick and fast. Pitta likes deep pressure, nice deep pressure, but slow. But kaphas like fast friction and invigorating energy because they need that prana to move, and they need to be able to digest their thoughts and their experience and move prana, move energy. So abdominal massage for kapha is really important. I think abdominal massage for every woman is important. I think that women should massage. We should massage our abdomen daily. But I find that because kapha has a lot of indigestion and food that gets stuck and stagnant, pulsating each of the organs and doing a lot of round effleurage movements on the abdomen is very, very good to help process and metabolize. The predominant energy and emotions, the dullness, the heaviness, sadness, grief. So kaphas tend to hold on to things, and it's very difficult to let go. So they become resistant to change. So I have a lot of kapha in me and vata, you'll see. I pray for pitta every day, but I don't have much of that. And so the kapha part of me, I love to change my furniture around. I like to shift and change my outfits and change my lip color, just always create change, because kaphas, we get really comfortable and really stuck on one way of being. So I'll sometimes have very long hair, then people will see me and I'll have a different hair style because the energy, the thoughts are held in the hair. So I find that oiling the hair for kapha and stimulating shampoo movements in the scalp is really just good to move stagnant energy and those blocks. So if you are kapha like me, don't resist change, create change. And as a large woman living on a small planet, I've been to many gyms and many places and many spas, and I've trained many spas across Canada where they always sort of punish the kapha person. They give you the the cucumber water, and they give everybody else the moo-moos and the champagne and the margaritas or whatever they're serving, and the chocolate bonbons, but they only give the cucumber water to us kaphas, and they make us get on that treadmill and always detoxification. But the kapha person is so connected to taste and sensuality because water is connected to the sense of taste. So we'll remember that bomb, and we'll come back to your treatment room and your healing room if you treat us with something that is sensual. Seduce change into kapha, not treat kapha like an enemy. Or punish them. So that's usually the recipe that's given. Like, get a stick and beat the kapha out of you. I say seduce that kapha into something that provides pleasure, and you'll see natural change happening. So I always recommend that yes, we oil our bodies. Yes, we do our scalp. Yes, we do our hair with beautiful shampoos and things. But we always tend to forget our aura. And so these are the beautiful cashmere rose juice sticks, which are made from Himalayan woods. And smoking your body, smoking your energy field, smoking your aura, smoking your space is so important. Fire is the highest element, and it really helps to really ward off energies as well as remove things. So smoking your hair is so important. You have no idea how much energy is held in this part of our brain. This part of our shoulders is an exhaust of our adrenal energy. So if you really be careful to sizzle your hair like I just did, but you smoke the top of your shoulders, make sure you smoke the back of your neck. When you enter your home, now with all this COVID virus and stuff, light a stick and from the front door, walk around your house counterclockwise 3 times. Go to every room and just really ring a bell, because the copper bells, they also help to ward off energy. And then smudge and smoke your environment. Smoke your aura. Always start from the top of your head, smoking the front, all the way down to your belly and your legs and feet. Do the front part of your body, do your sides of your body, do the back of your body, and you'll notice that you start to feel better. Again, we are elemental beings, but we also have this incredible electromagnetic energy field around our body. And what happens is energies of other people and the environment get, get into us. And kapha, we are like a sponge. So we need to be wrung out frequently. And vatas, you're like an antenna. So things push through you and bounce through you and you get wired. And kaphas, you get agitated because it's bombarding claustrophobic energy into your space. So cleansing your thoughts, cleansing your environment, cleansing your energy with smoke is really important. Sound, smoke, intention. Set your intention into your space as well. And so smudging yourself with these beautiful, and jupe sticks are stronger than incense sticks because the powdered woods are very strong and they hold the aroma of the crushed rose petals. And roses, again, help to calm anxieties. So again, smudging and cleansing your aura is the first step. Now, for those of you that are familiar with my rituals of scent, botanical perfumes, you'll know that each one of these are connected to a dosha and a chakra. And you'll know that I always recommend that people do a scent journey of all 7 and choose the one that they want to work with. Another way that you can do it is taking the chakra assessment awareness test on my website and seeing which chakra is the weakest in your constitution right now, in your awareness of your cosmic anatomy. These are the 7 gateways of your consciousness. So you want to know which area is the weakest. So pick the chakra in the assessment test that is the weakest, and that's the one that you want to work with. So then you choose the scent that corresponds to that. That's one way of doing it. The other way is getting all small sizes and opening them up every morning and taking yourself through a scent journey and letting your body's natural healing wisdom choose what flowers and plants and scents are going to help you that day and what you need that day to help you, sort of release those emotions that are in that gateway of consciousness. So remember, the chakra is a spinning wheel of energy that holds our emotional body, as well as it stimulates organs and different zones of the body. So this is very important for you to know. If you have a lot of neck and shoulder tension, then you know the front of that is the Vishuddhi chakra, which is the throat chakra. So you may be a person that's swallowing your emotions or not expressing. So that's why we have Dharma. So what does a person that's always suppressing need? They need space. They need compassion. So the ingredients that I make or that I offer and I blend are all ingredients that when you go to any temple or any shrine in different places of worship, they're offering that to the mere reflections of divinity, the gods, the goddesses. So in most Buddhist temples, when you walk in, you'll smell jasmines. You'll see beautiful oranges being offered to Tara, to Kuan Yin, to Buddha, Maitreya Buddha, Gautama Buddha. All the different Buddhas have an offering of sweet oranges and a beautiful sandalwood incense. Sometimes you'll see beautiful jasmine flowers, especially when you go to the Asian temples, you'll see jasmine being offered. And the tea will always have some kind of vanilla or lotus in it. And so that's the ingredients that I gathered, and I offer it to the Buddha to make the blend of Dharma, which is a sweet taste. And Vata people love that because it grounds and calms them, but it lets them start to express that beautiful creative energy. So if you're a Vata person, you're kind of like a little bird that needs to chirp and talk and go from one tree to the other tree and express yourself. But if you're tight, constricted, afraid, suppressed, or swallowing, or overwhelmed, this area of your body may be holding on. If you're a Pitta person, you may be doing that to keep control of your emotions, to either not hurt someone, or to not offend, or because you're feeling you're so sensitive that you're afraid to express or hurt other people if you voice, the truth. So sometimes that could be blocking the energy. Sometimes it's just the pressure that you do so much that it creates so much neck and shoulder tension, and that blocks this whole energy. We call these the nadis, the energy channels, or the three rivers that flow the prana beautifully to the body. That gets blocked. And so using a scent that helps to open that energy is very important. And what is the Buddhas, for example, what are they all known for? Compassion. And so that's the key word when a person is doing that, is they need to connect to self-compassion. Magdalena is one of my popular scents, and this is for the heart chakra, Anahata. Magdalena and Rumi are both for the heart chakra. And what happens with the heart chakra is we either get hurt and angry and feel the grief because of other people's energies that have hurt us. So Magdalena has frankincense and myrrh that helps to ward off other people's energies, viruses. And so really working with that heart space that has been hurt is very important to use lots of roses, and that not just calm our anxieties, but the frankincense and myrrh wards off other people's negative energies. And the heart chakra, the other version of Anahata, is that it's that love and that essence that never stops, ticking, or never stops giving. So there's this reservoir of love in the chamber of our heart. And what we are always suffering or in pain of is that separation from our beloved. So using Rumi for your heart when you're feeling lonely or feeling pain or grief, and want union with yourself or your beloved, entering the chamber of the reservoir of love within your own being helps. So layers of roses will help to do that. So each one of my scents has a story. All the ingredients are offered to different aspects of divinity because there's three sister sciences. We know yoga is for the mind. We know Ayurveda is for the lifestyle and the body. But Jyotish, which is the Vedic astrology, is there to help us understand that we are a being of light and that we are the essence of these radiations of the planets. And so when we connect these three sister sciences, we get an understanding of the light spectrum that we operate from, the personality type, and also what is our strengths and weaknesses, and how to navigate through our karmic map, and how to move through that energy, and understanding what is the blocks and the obstacles that will come due to what we carry from our previous lives, and also from this life, the traumas, the hurts, the physical imbalances, and how to navigate through that with our loving self-care rituals. So I'd like to sort of take a 5-minute break, and I'm just going to play a video, and we're going to come back, and I'm going to show you a little bit more of face massage techniques, because I think that's important, a little bit of the scalp massage techniques as well, and then we'll end our little self-care journey class today. So let's come back at 7:35, so let's come back at 7:40, and in the meantime, you can be introduced to one of my little videos that I've created for to teach you about Ayurveda and in my Indian head massage workshop.
Welcome to Ayurveda Rituals. My name is Andrea Olivera. I'm an Ayurveda spa specialist here in Toronto, and I'm here today to share the wisdom of Ayurveda with you. We're going to begin this workshop, which is customized for yoga teachers to learn to integrate Ayurveda healing into your yoga mat. This is a workshop customized for the yoga teacher integrating Indian head massage in a seated version before Shavasana, during Shavasana on the mat, and also in a private one-on-one yoga teaching that you have with your clients or your guests so that you can incorporate the Indian head massage treatment. This is a 30-minute treatment, and we will begin with a step-by-step process. You can follow us in your manual so that you can have a written version as well as a video to describe the steps. We will begin by introducing our model today. Her name is Meena, and she's here to be escorted through the seated version of the Indian head massage, as well as the droni experience. The droni is a traditional Ayurveda massage table. It is wood to include the essence of grounding, connecting back to the earth, and really stabilizing and balancing the spinal column. It is similar to being on the floor on a yoga mat. Some of you may find it difficult to do or perform an Indian head massage on the floor, so we give you the option of using a traditional massage table or the Ayurveda authentic droni. We'll begin with the consultation sequence. There's a series of questions that it's important to ask your clients before you are given permission to touch their head and their upper chest, as well as the body rocking that we'll be introducing to you. So it's very important to get a consent form signed, and so we'll have our model, Meena, to fill out a questionnaire, which is a medical questionnaire that determines her body-mind type. If her body and mind and her scalp is Vata, then that is a combination of the air and ether element. If she is a Pitta client, then she has the fire, water energy, and the elements of water and earth make up the Kapha body type. We are not diagnosing her whole Ayurvedic constitution. We're looking at just the condition of the scalp and how stress is manifesting on the face as well as the body. Therefore, I'll be introducing what's called guna therapy, which is a body rocking technique that you can use to bring the body and mind into oneness so that the client can have a nice rest, but also it prepares the client for a deep healing experience. We'll begin by having her fill out that questionnaire and determining the body-mind type, and then taking the client through a scent journey. Aromatherapy is a very important part of the journey into releasing emotions and stress. And so we're going to be introducing to you the rituals of scent. We're going to be introducing the idea of smudging and cleansing the aura and setting an intention before the treatment so that the client can really focus on whatever it is that they want to release from their body. We'll introduce Kashmiri rose dupe. You can use smudge, sage, you can use frankincense, anything that allows you to create an opportunity to cleanse the aura with smoke or fire. Using the elements for healing is also part of the traditional ways of Ayurveda, the mother of all healing systems. We know that Ayurveda is the science of longevity, the science of rejuvenation, and it's also the science of self-realization. Therefore, understanding what you're processing, what you're going through in your body and your mind is a good way of releasing. And as we know, yoga allows that experience to connect to the body and mind. Through the breath, through scent, and through the experience of touch, we can actually help a guest or a client, a student, journey into this realm of self-realization. And so we will begin by taking the client through a scent journey so we can determine what kinds of floral, herbaceous, citrus scents help to balance that body-mind connection. We know the nose knows what you need for your healing, and so your body's natural instinct of survival will choose the scent that is appropriate for your journey. We will also then cleanse the aura and smudge the aura. Helping the client set an intention during her treatment is very important. And as you're thinking of something that you release with the breath, it's really important to think and focus on manifestation, breathing in something that you'd like to bring into your life. And so our assistant Ayurveda spa specialists of Ayurveda Rituals will assist me in taking the client through that scent journey, as well as escorting them into the experience of getting on a droni as well as on a yoga mat.
Okay, so we're back now. For those of you that are not back yet, I'll just give you a few more minutes. And I'm just going to, those of you that have come back, I'd like to do a step-by-step self-care ritual that we can start with. So step one in your self-care ritual that you may want to write down. I'm just going to check to see if everyone can hear me. Okay, so we're just going to come back now. So step one, when you are creating your healing, is that you always want to start by setting an intention. So write that down. Step one, set an intention. Think about something that you want to let go of and something that you want to release or something that you want to cleanse from your body and mind. Step two is you want to cleanse your energy, your consciousness. So if you have my Rituals of Scent Botanical Perfumes, then take yourself through a scent journey and select the scent and select the chakra that you're going to work on. Okay, so you'll need your ritual of scent today. I'll work with Magdalena for myself. So your first step is always to clear your energy space. So you're going to take your cashmere rose juice sticks and you're going to start cleansing your aura. Okay, so setting that intention, throwing that intention into the fire is very important. Okay, so using fire as a way of healing and cleansing energy, smudging your space, smoking is really important. So you're going to start smudging the top of your head over each of the chakras. Okay, so always do counterclockwise movements when you want to release energy, when you want to move energy. Counterclockwise, releasing that energy, releasing that movement. So you're going to go from the top of the crown chakra and into we call this center here Soma and this center here Ajna. So there's two chakras on the forehead. Okay, so you want to smudge and cleanse away. So what would you be smudging when you're cleansing the crown chakra? You're smudging away disconnection from your divine self. You're smudging away that sort of like separation, that pain of separation that separates you from your relationship to your higher power. You know, your relationship with your higher self, your understanding of your divinity. That's a very, very important part, you know, to really release and to heal. So when you are cleansing your crown chakra, you're really thinking about all the things that you need to really start to invite back into your life, such as your self-view, your belief about yourself. What do you believe? What is your divinity? Who is your ever well-wisher? You know, are you connected to your ancestors? Are you connected to deity, to God, to your higher power? Let's say, forget the word God. Everybody gets triggered by that word. Just say higher power. Are you connected to that personal evolution in your consciousness that states that you are connected to the qualities of your soul? Love, trust, faith, courage, love, gratitude. So you're cleansing away all the things that are not allowing you that connection to your divinity. The soma is the part of you, this is like the holy grail, right? This part of our energy. So they say, the ancient yogis say that the nectar of immortality actually lives deep-seated in the back of our occipital, like the back of our crown. And yogis know that if you roll your tongue back to the palate, up right to the back of the palate. There's a little hole to the brain. And if you meditate and you can get that up there, it releases the nectar, the droplets of this nectar of immortality, and it rejuvenates your face. But if that nectar goes all the way down to the pit of fire, which is your solar plex chakra, the Manipur, it's a waste. So they say you have to contain the prana, contain it, and that's when you glow, you radiate. So the soma is another name for the moon. And in Jyotish Vedic astrology, we always need to know the position of the moon in your chart, because that tells us a lot about your emotional mind. Are you able, to digest? Are you able to understand how you're processing? The way I'm holding it's like a cigar, but it's rose juice sticks, and we're just cleansing our aura for those of you that are joining us back. So we started cleansing counterclockwise over the crown. Then we're talking about the soma. And so I always like to understand that inside of us, there's a divine self and a demoniacal self. It's like Fred Flintstone had the little devil on one shoulder and the little angel on the other. And this whole story of Ayurveda beginnings, the churning of the ocean, starts to speak about how our consciousness gets churned and how our saboteur, which is part of that demoniacal behavior and energy, wants to destroy the soul from reigning the bodily kingdom. It's in that war, it's in the battlefield. That's what the whole Bhagavad Gita is about, is this understanding that we are, in this place where the soul has lost power in the domain and the senses are taken over. So when that happens, we get off path, we get diseased. So the idea is to get the soul to come back into the body and reign the bodily territory. And it needs the help of the mind and the ego and all the other key players. And that's what your Vedic astrology chart tells you. It tells you, is your soul, which is represented by the planet, the sun, that represents your life purpose, your dharma. And is that dharma, is this being supported? Is your soul purpose being supported by your mind, your thoughts? What are the predominant thoughts that may be sabotaging your life force energy? So in the whole idea about the science of living, the science of life that Ayurveda offers is to understand how to choose life, how to live. Because if we don't, the demoniacal nature will go into destruction. So in the chart, it tells us how our saboteur, that part of our consciousness that got stuck in certain painful events in our lives, how those emotions become blocks, how those emotions prevent us from having beautiful skin, beautiful hair, healthy relationships, enjoying prosperity, having healthy encounters. How are we digesting and relating to our experiences? So beauty is really about understanding how to love and accept yourself as you are. So when I talk about anti-aging and beauty, that's not the focus. The focus is, can we get you back to a balanced state of self-acceptance and self-healing? And it begins all around first, in our thoughts, in our vibrational body, and the energies that we pick up. And that's why cleansing is very important. So we're going to cleanse all of that. So what are we releasing from the Ajna chakra? Our self-opinions, those judgments that don't work for us anymore. So cleanse that away. Vishuddhi chakra, all the things we've swallowed, all those emotions that we've suppressed, cleanse them away. Anahata chakra, the heart chakra. What are we cleansing here? We're cleansing the pain, the hurt, the separation, the grief, the sadness, the lack of love, of self-love and self-acceptance. So you cleanse. What about Manipura chakra? It's the ego that goes into self-destruction. The ego that wants to take control and domain of the soul and the body. And so sometimes we need to align that energy, that saboteur, to help to execute the plan of the king. And in the Jyotish, we look at Mars as a symbol of like the general of the king's army. So the willpower, the ego, the strength and the courage that we have must be aligned into using that power and that energy to execute the Dharma, the life purpose. And then Swadhisthana chakra, the navel chakra, that's the consciousness of you, the inner child. So take time to really understand, what does your inner child need? Because no matter how beautiful your products that you buy, no matter how incredible your therapists are, if you don't understand the little child, the little girl, or the little boy inside of you and your needs, whatever it was that you needed from your mother that you could not get, is what you're looking for in every relationship, in every food, in every therapist, in every teacher, in every medicine mantra, in every product, in this moment. And it's what you have to give to yourself. So it's a very important thing. So execute this plan of self-nurturing self-care by understanding the needs of the inner child's consciousness, which is that Swadhisthana. So cleanse away all the things that the sadness and the emotional blockages that may be there from the consciousness of you, the inner child, or the young teenager that's upset and angry. So align those layers of your consciousness to your Dharma, your present moment. And then Muladhara chakra is your roots, what have you inherited? What is the legacy of your family that you are working through? Because the legacy, the cellular memory, the print of your family dynamic is stored in your body, and the legacy, it can start with you, end with you, begin. So your healing, what I'm saying is that your healing is healing 7 generations of your ancestors back and 7 generations forward. And if it stops with you, you're the only child, there's no more children, it's just you, it means that you're helping your ancestors in their evolution, and you as a soul are working on your moksha, your liberation. So cleanse the front of those 7 gateways and cleanse the back doors of those energies. The back doors is more the shadow side, you know? So if you think of the front part of your body as the way that the moon draws things in, think of the back of your body as the sun that burns and that gets everything back. So these energy centers, this is what Hatha Yoga is about. The sun, the moon, and the balance through the breath and the movement. Step 1, cleanse your aura. Step 2, take your ritual of scent that you are going to use, the chakra awareness, and spray the top of your head. Never spray your face with these, because there's no alcohol in the botanical perfumes. They're floral waters. It's a bouquet of layers of flowers, and it's infused with attars and essential oils, but they're too strong for the skin of the face. So you want to always spray your hair, because hair holds scent very nicely. And so when you like the way your hair smells, that's your scent. And so hair is very important to smoke and also anoint with scent. That is just very feminine, and it's very beautiful. Spray the back of the ears, the back of the neck, the front of the neck, under the armpits, at the elbows, and at the wrists. The front part of the belly, the lower back, and right on the top of the thighs, so close to the groin, the back of the knees, and the ankles. Those are very important places, vortexes of energy, to keep cool and to keep scented. Okay, and it's also beautiful in lovemaking and rituals of coming together with a partner. They smell those places of your body, and it's a very sensual, inviting. That's for love rituals. That's for another class, another day. And so that's step 2. Step 3 is now massaging your body and your scalp. Okay, so we're going to take, for me, I'm going to be using the kapha oil, because I want to give myself energy. Kapha, I make it with lots of geranium. Geranium is excellent for circulation. Okay, so take your favorite one, and you're going to put about a capful of the oil on the top of your head, and open the top, open the hair, so making sure that the oil gets right into the scalp. So if you don't have oil and you don't want to put oil on, you could do it dry. So we're going to start tapping the top of the crown chakra. So again, when you tap and your hands are in the crown chakra, close your eyes and you're connecting. Just connect to the feeling of patting and start with heavy pressure. Just pat. This is the part of the scalp that balds fast because there's no circulation there. So just patting that top of your scalp and just oiling it. Okay, applying the oil and then patting. Okay, it really helps to bring circulation there. Now you're going to shampoo like this, like you're pinching. Shampoo like you're pinching. And just this movement. Now open the whole hand and try to get the whole scalp with that movement. And do it nice and strong but slow. You'll hear your hair crunching. And that crunching sound is very relaxing. So just definitely take the whole oil and start doing this deep lifting, almost as if your hands are doing this, like you're pinching and lifting. And it feels like that, okay? So take time, and that's how you apply the oil. Get the oil into your hand, and you start getting it into the back of the scalp as well. Pinching and moving that energy. And again, start patting the top and now move from this crown about 4 fingers down is another point. And again, pat this top part, just patting, and use your whole hand like this as well. And now start rubbing with your palms, nice round rotations. You can close your eyes and just hearing the sound. Now, sound is connected to the element of Akash, which is space or ether. So the sound of your hair crunching on your scalp is very calming for Vata. So if you can't sleep, you're restless, you got to give yourself a dry scalp massage, but the best is with the oil, okay? So now you're not going to have a great hair day after this, okay? So now you want to just finger brush back like this. Add more oil, okay? Add more oil and start really getting all that oil into your hair. So going all the way down into the ends of your hair and massaging your hair. So the hair needs to be massaged all the way down to the ends, okay? And do one strap of hair, move it to the side, grab another section of hair and massage it all the way down. And then again, all the way down. Okay, so make sure your whole hair is wet with oil, lubricated with oil. Okay, and now we're going to begin with your thumbs at the back of the occipital. You're doing round petrassages like this. Make sure the palm is flat as well. And so you close your eyes, lean back into your chair, and as if you're giving yourself a nice, calm, round, circular movement shampoo, all the back of your head, okay? You're bringing that motion with your palm, your hand like this, all the way to the front part of your temples. And again, using your whole hand, massaging like you're shampooing your whole head. So nice round shampoo movements. Okay, now you're going to friction. And now you're going to do 5 rubbing and friction. Okay, now brush your hair, stroke it down, okay? Get all that extra oil off. You can twist it, you can pull it, okay? And if you like, you can tie your hair up, okay? Or you can wrap it in a nice towel and sleep with that, especially if you have a lot of dryness and hair loss. It's always nice to sleep, but you'll need what we call the oily pillow, and maybe an old bath towel that you wrap your pillow, because all that oil will soak through. Okay, so that's very important. Now for your body, you would apply the oil and do long strokes. Okay, so make sure every part of your body is long strokes. So I'm going to just teach you the movements. So you're going to apply to the chest. You want to really stimulate the thymus gland and activating the 5 essence to boost your immune system. So let's do round chest effleurages, and I want to just take time to breathe in the word faith. The word faith, bring in faith into your body, into your mind. The word faith has the word failure in it. Inhale faith as you massage every part. At the shoulders, you're rubbing, and the limbs, you're doing friction. So you're doing 5 rubbing at the joint, friction all the way to the next joint, and then again into the elbow rubbing, and then friction into the wrist, and then again rubbing, and then friction. So you're continuing to do that all over your body, but you're invoking the 5 essences to boost your immune system. And so imagine the word faith. The word faith has the word failure in it. As you breathe in all the things, as you're rubbing all your body with the oil, you're thinking of all the things you have faith in God, in life, in spirit, in yourself, in nature, in divine mother. You breathe in that faith and expel out all the fear, all the worries, all the feelings of failure. Our immune system weakens when we focus on that fear and that fear of failure. So you have to increase your life force energy by bringing that faith back to strengthen your immune system. The second angel or essence that we want to invite into our healing ceremony today is the word truth. So Pittas love this because they seek the truth. They want to see the truth. They digest the truth. And that is medicine. And so when you see truth, you will be able to trust. It's when we don't see the truth and we are fogged or in illusion or delusion, we don't want to see the truth. That's when we feel betrayed. That's when we get betrayed. That's when we feel lied to. So in order for us not to deceive ourselves or to not give permission for others to lie to us, betray us, or deceive us, we must see the truth. And it's painful. And my teacher, my guru, Mantraji, would always say, truth is a weapon. Truth is like so aggressive, because when you see the truth, sometimes you don't want to hear it, you don't want to taste it, you don't want to, you don't want to experience it because it causes change. But seeing the truth can set you free from what? Your illusions, which are causing you your suffering, your pain. So invite truth into your life and you will feel that you can trust again. When you have faith and trust, naturally the angel of courage, the third essence to boost your immune system, naturally joins. All of a sudden you feel courageous and strong. And when you feel faith, trust, courage, and you are living in that truth, love naturally comes. And so you start feeling that love. And that's why you can do a self-care ritual, that you can take time to put a mask on your face and massage your scalp and do some aura cleansing, because you have that essence of love and you are loving and accepting yourself as who you are and what you are. And when you are in that state, the fifth angel or essence that comes to join you is gratitude. And you feel all of a sudden the resentments of the past, the bitterness, the pain starts to shift, starts to move, because you're grateful. You're grateful for your life. You're grateful for this moment. So oiling your body is a self-love journey. And in Hindi, my Hindi friends watching today, I know snehi or snehana means love therapy. And that's by anointing your body and oleating your body. So please invite that. And then of course, I have Vata, Pitta, Kapha and Tridoshic bath salts that are made with Ayurvedic herbs. You can add that into a bath, and that's very cleansing and that's very ritualizing. Pittas are going, she didn't finish writing. I didn't have finished writing that cooling bath thing that she was going to do with the white flowers. Let's go back. Pittas, forgive me. So you're going to take a big, beautiful bowl of cool water. You're going to take some white flower petals and break it. Take my Pitta bath salts, my Pitta body oil, infuse that all in. Take the spray of Magdalena, spray the water with it. And then that becomes a beautiful cooling energy of cooling your body. You can also use the Shiva. Shiva perfume has a lot of sandalwood essential oil and sandalwood attars from Egypt. Egyptian attars are absolutely stunning. So the Shiva smells like coconut and it smells like vetiver, which is very cooling grass, but it also has the beautiful sandalwood. So you spray all those white flower petals, and then you take a nice sort of like your bowl. You scoop up that formula and start pouring it all over your body. Make sure you avoid your face, but you pour it all over your body, and that cools your energy field. And then of course, you're going to be upset because all these petals are now all over your bathtub. But picking up the petals represent the obstacles that you're picking up, that you're removing, and then you throw them in the garbage, so that you're saying all those petals of flowers have absorbed other people's energies. And I know there's a lot of nurses that joined our ceremony today. Hi, welcome to you. And this is for you, caregivers, because you hold all these other people's energies. This path, this cooling ritual will help to really take away a lot of that, heaviness that you have felt during the day. So very important: scalp massage, oil massage, and then a bath ritual. Once you've cleansed everything, you're now ready to do your skincare before you go to bed. So you take my balancing cleanser, and the cleanser is what we call tridoshic. So my cleanser has a lot of turmeric in it, and amalaki, which is Indian gooseberry. So you could put about 4 or 5 pumps in a little bowl like this. You could take a fan brush like our beautiful model here, Anya, and you whip the cleanser into a foam, and then you put it on. When I'm doing facials these days, just because of cross-contamination, I'm just using a disposable iPad. So you can wet the iPad and then make, sort of do nice rubbing rotations until you get that foam, and then pat your face with the cleanser, and then do some nice round rotation motions. You want to always rinse off the cleanser, but if you could have a nice hot towel that you could, if you make it on the spot, you could do them in the microwave if you don't have a hot towel cabinet, or just put them under hot water, and then one in cold water, and then just open them up and then pat, get that heat and get that coolness on your face. Giving those extra little things to your self-care ritual are so important. Okay, so the hot is good to relieve a lot of the muscular tension of the face, but the cool is very important to end with when your face is red and hot like the pitta. The vata may not like the extreme hot and cold, but the kapha loves it, and the pitta likes the extremes, because the extremes actually relaxes them. So I would put the heat for pittas in the back of the upper neck and shoulders, and then the face, and then I would do the cold. And you'll see, you could do that even while you're soaking. You can cleanse your face while you're soaking in your bath water. You just don't want to mix your bath water on your face, and especially because it's, cleanses, it's stuff that's releasing from your body, but also because it has salt. And you don't want to put salt water on your face. It's too aging, it's too dehydrating for your skin, whether you're vata, pitta, or kapha. Okay, so you want to avoid that. But a nice hot towel or a cool towel during your bath rituals are great. If you're a pitta person and you get a lot of headaches, what you can do is make a compress. So you put my pitta scalp and body formula into a bowl, and you could add it directly into the towel or into the cold water, and then mix the water and the oil, and then take your face cloth and soak it, and then wring it out, and then do a nice cooling a towel for your head and also the back of your neck. Okay, so getting that is going to help to bring down a lot of the mental stress, the headaches, neck and shoulder tension. So these are just extra little details that you can do in your daily self-care that will be very helpful. Your next, after cleansing, it's always after a hot towel, after cleansing, you always spray yourself with the liquid nectar spray. And like I said, my liquid nectar is a floral bouquet of organic flower waters from around the world, hydrosols from Bulgaria, from different parts of Indonesia, and the Canary Islands. So there's a lot of different infusions of flowers from all over the world soaked into the pomegranate seed oil to give oxygen to the skin. So you spray your face, close your eyes, and spray your face generously with that. And that's like a hydration, like a drink. That's why I call it liquid nectar. After that, you're going to choose your powdered Ayurvedic herbs. This is a dual performance product, which is when you mix it with rose water, it becomes a paste that is your exfoliant. When you mix it with some of the fruit choices, like I've got an avocado, take 2 tablespoons of avocado with half a teaspoon of your updan, and you make a face mask. Or you could take your cooling yogurt, 2 tablespoons of yogurt for the pitta skin. And if you're vegan, then you would take your coconut milk or your coconut pulp, and you would add your powdered Ayurvedic herbs to that and put that all over your face. A combination of aloe vera gel with the coconut pulp from the coconut food, and honey is a nice combination as well. And I always have fresh herbs that I soak in water sometimes to give a refreshing cleanse. This is basil. Basil is nice for the vata body type, so I splash I put basil into a copper bowl, and then I use that water to rinse off. You can use fresh mint. You can also use lavender water, and those are always really nice, refreshing waters that you can cleanse, or rose water. Okay, rose water is very hydrating, and it's excellent for reducing anxiety and stress from the face. If you have a lot of acne and breakouts, you can take a lime, cut that in half, and then take the lime and just very gently use the lime juice on your face, and or take the lime juice and use it with the pitta uptan, which has lots of sandalwood powder in it. And the pitta uptan is sandalwood powder, crushed lentils, chickpea flour, and what you do is you add a little bit of the yogurt or the coconut milk and pulp, and then you use that as a facial mask. So the powders are a dual performance powder. They're facial powders that mix with waters, are an exfoliant, or mix with a base of food, like mangoes are excellent for the kapha face. So 2 tablespoons of a very nice ripe mango with half a teaspoon of this powder, mix that into, it creates a beautiful natural peeling and a natural exfoliant for your skin. We haven't talked about Kansa wand. In next class, I'll do that. But the Kansa wand is a copper wand that you would give yourself a face massage with. And after Kansa wand is a good time to use a mask and then remove the mask. So sometimes before a mask is applied, I will take a Kansa wand and massage my face. We're just going to do a quick Kansa wand massage technique because I think it's important we all learn how to use these beautiful ones. If you have one made out of jade, jade is very good to bring a lot of mental peace. Rose quartz is very good for anti-aging. The copper is excellent for people that have, they need to balance the pH in their skin, but also need they have breakouts or acne. So in this bowl, I have some rose water. So I dip my wand, and then I do nice round circles. So always do circles of 3s or 5s, and do that across your forehead, all the way across your forehead, nice and slow. Get into here and iron. It's as if you're ironing out your wrinkles. Okay, so see any wrinkles, you start ironing, going back and forth, dipping and back and forth. So making sure that you're dipping into your water and back and forth. For Vata skins, I use 2 to 3 drops of my rejuvenation serum into 5 pumps of my liquid nectar spray. And that gives me more of a slip And so it gives you that. So round circles and then ironing out around the eyes 3 times, okay? And then this sinus point stretching underneath 3 times, and you'll see that the skin starts to increase its circulation. So get under the cheekbone and go back and forth. And any lines that you see, you iron them out. Dip and iron. Okay, so keep it simple. Today we're going to keep this movement simple. The chin, oh my God, the chin holds so much tension, so much stress. So you want to really relax that chin because a lot of anger and tension is held here. And a lot of people get a lot of wrinkles around their mouth because of that tension that they're holding. So you want to relax round circles around the mouth, and then again back and forth and up and down. Anytime you see the lines at the jaw, go back and forth, relax that jawline, and then bring it down all the way down. Okay. So after Kunsa wand or after any wand, you must cleanse or you must use a mask so that it's removed because copper can leave a bit of a greeny hue on your skin. So make sure that you've cleansed that. Okay. After any cleansing, you use your waters to remove, but then you use your hot towels and your cool towels, and make sure your towels are soft. Buy chamois. Chamois are really nice and soft on the skin. Don't buy these rough, bristly type of cheap ones. Spend some time and money on your face. You only got one face, so do nice things for it. Once you've cleansed, you always go back and you spray that liquid nectar all over your face and let that hydration, let that go in. Now we're ready for our anti-aging, anti-stress releasing face massage. So you're going to take your rejuvenation serum, and this is my signature product. This is like the first product that I ever made 30 years ago, and a lot of celebrities still today, makeup artists, the lady that does the Titanic, many makeup artists, they send and they want bulk and they put it on because it gives you that dewy dew. So you take about 1 to 3 drops. If you're a Vata body type, you take 3 to 4 drops of your rejuvenation serum. But if you're a Pitta, you may just need that 1 drop if you've got a lot of oil in your skin, okay? So you take that, and I want you to smell. Rejuvenation serum has that Ayurvedic herb Brahmi that calms your mind. Layers and layers of jasmines and lotus and roses and pink lotuses and different aphrodisiacs. Aphrodisiac herbs are sexual stimulants, believe it or not. But what they do to the face is they bring energy and circulation. So smell those ingredients. Always smell your ingredients before you put them on. Now pat your face evenly all over. If you're very dry and dehydrated, you may, to save your rejuvenation serum, you may add a couple of extra drops of pure organic jojoba oil or pure organic avocado oil if your skin is very, very dry, or even in sweet almond oil. And that will help to spread it even more. So patting your face to get the product on evenly is very, very important. Now, a key to massage is keeping your fingers wet. And I like to keep them wet and dip them into my rose water. Okay, so rose water is, again, it's a vasodilator, so it brings redness to the skin. And so I dip my fingers into the rose water and I pat my skin again, okay? Now you're going to start at the forehead. I want you to start stretching. You can do it without any product. So just try it without any product, just feeling what it feels like to stretch that third eye. Stretch that third eye about 5 times, nice and slow and deep, just up and down. Make sure your fingers are going this way, okay? So you'll feel better if your fingers are like this and one after the other. You'll feel more of a pressure and momentum. Now stretch the brow all the way up to the hairline on the above the left brow, and then go across the forehead with this beautiful movement of stretching the whole third eye over to the right, okay, and then back to the center. That pressure point right here, press in, hold, rotate 3 times clockwise, press in, hold, rotate 3 times counterclockwise, press and hold, stretching all the way under the eyes 3 times. And now you're going to lift and like fan and then lift, fan and then lift. So you do that 5 times and make sure you're lifting at the jaw all the way up to the temple. Okay, so lifting and fanning one side. Okay, and then across the mouth 3 times. And then lifting and fanning the other side. Okay, and now around the eyes again. Now you're going to do your facial marma points. So marma points are very important to do as part of your anti-aging. So you can have these little skincare classes, and I know that some of my yoga teachers and students are also learning to become Ayurveda beauty consultants. So we can talk about that and getting you set up with some wholesale products and doing little sort of home care parties for your friends and also your yoga class. And I know that some of you were inquiring about little gift cards and with little sample gifts to give away as Christmas stockings. You can also talk to me about those. There's also travel sizes for you to test products before you do it. So when you look at your face, Vata people hold a lot of tension in this zone here. So a lot of lines, a lot of wrinkles, a lot of pigmentation. The Pitta, if this triangle was a little bit higher up, sort of right in between the frown lines and then bigger into here, this whole area here is the Pitta zone, and pimples and breakouts, rosacea. A lot of people get rosacea right the inside of the cheek. And then this part is Kapha zone, and it goes all the way around. So the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha zones are, pay attention to what part of your face has a lot of tension. So we talked about Vata bath oil, bath salts. We talked about the Tridosha. If you don't know your body type and you feel sometimes anxious, sometimes heated, sometimes, then Tridosha is always good for you to try. If you're feeling sluggish and heavy and lethargic, try the Kapha body care, and always for inflammation, tension, headaches, pain, the Pitta. And this is sort of what your skincare rituals will look like. And today, anyone that is joined our ceremony, just email me a list of what you would like, or you can go directly on my shopping cart and choose, or you can ask me any questions about what products to get you started with. Choose your scents. We've got these little small sizes. A lot of people like all 7, and then you can pick your favorite ones in the bulk larger sizes. Lipasana is something, my edible Ayurvedic herbal lip balm, so you can put that on, and it helps the digestion. It tastes like fennel seeds and licorice and coconut, lavender. Okay, and then these are the travel kits of the 4 steps of skincare, and also the larger steps of skincare. So Kansa wand and your rejuvenation serum, these are also lovely Christmas gifts that you can give. So I just want you to know that in our training sessions, we do a lot of emotional release through the face. In my facials, I do a lot of work with your Vedic astrology chart, and as well as taking a look at different reflexes of the organs and the emotions that manifest on your face, and give you more customized skincare rituals. That sort of ends our time today. But I wanted to end with the final step. This is the training videos that are coming, which is all the trainings are now going to be virtual for you online with this another lockdown. So if you're feeling bored and you want to trade, or if you're from far away, we can start your Indian head massage training and Ayurveda facial training in my Ayurveda Spa Specialist program. Let's end with the last step, which is my triple performance product, which is called Renewal Cream. And the Renewal Cream is basically your last step. So it's always cleanse, exfoliate, spray the liquid nectar, rejuvenation serum, and then apply the triple performance cream, which is day cream, night cream, and eye cream. Take a drop and pass it around your eyes first, and then dab it everywhere evenly on your skin and your face and neck. And this time you're going to go across, back and forth and back and forth, and then round upward strokes. And then really concentrate on that chin, round strokes, and then down that neck. Let's go back to the marmas of the face and just kind of do a little bit of those pressure points that you see. So when you are going to do a pressure point on the forehead, you're going to, anything that you do around this part is connected to the intestines. So any round rotations or any massage, it's going to help the elimination for vata. Okay, so gas and bloatedness, these pressure points here are really helpful. So just sometimes just patting this area of your forehead when you're feeling overwhelmed or when your vata is really high, just petting and patting it down. But I find for vata, long, round, effleurage circular movements and very slow are much more calming. For pittas, it's really around the eyes, and we did all those opening marma points earlier on. So really work around the eyes to really cool and calm the mind of the pitta. And kapha, you really need to work this whole jaw and very much the lymphatic area, that so drain the lymphs for the kaphas, because kaphas tend to get boils. I hope that's been very helpful for you today. I would love to continue sharing the wisdom of Ayurveda and Ayurveda beauty healing rituals for you. Customization is the craft and the art of Ayurveda. So start by going back to my website, knowing your body type, knowing the chakra that you need to bring awareness to in your consciousness, one of the 7 gateways of consciousness, and work through that. Learn to always set an intention every time, even if you're going to take a bath or oil your body or put on your skincare. Make sure that you have a small little self-vow that you're going to open your healing ceremony with for yourself, because that's always going to be how you can release a lot more tension and a lot more stress. Always remember to cleanse your aura with the smoke, with the spray. Oil your body, oil your scalp, take baths, and use water as part of your cleansing and healing ceremony. Very important. And then after your bath and after that, then take care of your face, take care of your skin. Once you start doing that, you can rest, you can meditate, and do your prayers and do your practice. And you'll see that when you wake up in the morning, you won't have all that tension and those emotions manifested on your face. And this is the sign for deep anti-aging. I wish you a lot of blessings, a lot of healing, and definitely some rejuvenation and preservation. Namaste. Thank you so much.